Okay, good morning, grade 11, GAS 1, GAS 2, TVL 1, and TVL 2. Again, our subject is Practical Research 1, and we are now on the lessons of week 2, of course, quarter 3, and we are still under the module 2 entitled Qualitative Research and its Importance in Daily Life. And sa bago tayo mag-online class mamaya, i-discuss ko muna sa inyo yung content or nilalaman nitong ating module. Yan, so nakita nyo dyan yung design. These SLMs came from, of course, Department of Education. Mayroong introductory message dyan. Basahin nyo na lang. And of course, how to learn from this module. May simple instructions dyan din. And the what I need to know section or part of the SLM. Yung anong kailangan ninyong matutunan on this module. And of course, we have here the title of or the lessons. Ito yung title ng lesson 1, The Value of Qualitative Research, Its Characteristics, Strengths, Weaknesses, and Kinds. So ito yung lesson 1, ito yung pag-aaralan natin ngayong week. And for next week, lesson 2, the importance of qualitative research across fields of inquiry. So here are the learning objectives. Okay, and on the what I know section, may sasagutan kayo dyang pre-test. Yan. Okay, so kapag hindi nyo pa kabisado yung mga terms dyan, pwedeng i-guess nyo muna kasi nga pre-test. Pero pag siguro may mga alam na rin kayo mga terms dyan at masasagutan nyo ng tama yung mga ibang items. So that's a pre-test. That's a 10-item pre-test. And of course, this is now our lesson. The value of qualitative research, its characteristics, strengths, weaknesses, and kinds. And the what's in section, basahin nyo rin yan. The what's new section. On the what's new section class, it of course define again a qualitative research. What is a qualitative research? What is the purpose of a qualitative research? And ito na yung ating lesson, characteristics of qualitative research. Yan, so nagbigay sila sa SLM nyo, nagbigay sila ng 8 characteristics. But on our online class later on, I will narrow these 8 characteristics into 6 characteristics only. Now, and next one, the strength of qualitative research. Mayroon silang 7. So, i-simplify na lang natin ito sa online class natin mamaya into 3. And for the weaknesses, nagbigay sila ng 5. So, i-simplify ko din ito into 3. 3 weaknesses. And of course, the kinds. Ang binigay nilang kinds dito ay siyam o 9. Yan. But we were going to emphasize only 5 kinds doon sa aking online class mamaya. So, yung 5 na yon, yung case study, ethnography, phenomenology, we have the grounded theory, the narrative. Yan, so those 5, no? So, the rest siguro, papiyaw lang natin na i-discuss later on sa ating online class. Although marami naman ng examples dito sa inyong SLM on the other kinds. Wala na tayong problema dyan. And what is it section? You have here the questions, no? So, first question, can you recognize the nature of qualitative research? Its kinds, characteristics, strengths, and weaknesses. Kindly provide your brief explanation. And number 2, how do the strengths and weaknesses help us in writing the research proposal? So, pakisagutan po yan. questions as an activity. Next, what's more? On the table below, so mayroon kayong table dito, draft your proposed topics for a research paper. So, mayroon kayong proposed topics para sa inyong research paper later on. The first column is for the topic. So, that's the first column about the topic. Okay. Second column is for the purpose. Ito yung purpose ng study ninyo if you have this topic. And the third is for the type of qualitative research to be used. So it can be phenomenological ba, grounded theory ba, ethnography ba, and so on. Yan. So, ilan daw ang ipoprovide ninyo? 5 topics. So, give 5 topics. Okay? So, 5 topics. Sir, paano po yan? Hindi namin alam kung saan kami titingin ng mga topics. So, marami po tayong mga sources ng topics. Pwedeng magtanong kayo sa mga kakilala nyo na mga college students, college graduates, mga professionals. And so, marami silang maibibigay sa inyo ng mga topics. Now, and of course, you can also look for some topics on the internet. Pwede sa Google Scholar. Marami pong mga topics doon sa Google Scholar. Mga title ng mga studies ay pwede nyo pong gawin as topic. Mamaya, i-discuss ko sa inyo paano gamitin ang Google Scholar. Okay, next. On the what I have learned section, you're going to explain the concepts you have learned by answering the following questions. What comes to your mind when you hear qualitative research? Oh, di ba? Next, additional activities. You're going to choose 5 kinds of qualitative research and find 1 example of actual research studies or articles for each. Make a summary for each study and explain why it belongs to that type of qualitative research. Yan. So out of that 9 na diniscuss or na-present dyan sa inyong SLM, 5 lang. Pumili kayo ng 5 kinds ng qualitative research. 5 lang. And magbigay kayo ng isang example or halimbawa sa bawat kind. For example, isang example ng isang study or article sa phenomenology, isa sa case study, isa sa grounded theory, and so on, hanggang sa makompleto nyo yung 5. Okay, so meron tayong sample dito. We have here the sample article, The Teenage Pregnancy in the Philippines. So, meron siyang kinuhang parang introduction ng article, a short introduction. And ito yung gagawin ninyo, no? You're going to provide the summary. So, the rising teenage pregnancy rate in the Philippines has contributed to the country's population crisis. So, it can be a result of the study. Pwedeng ito yung result ng study. This study belongs to a case study type of qualitative research as it explores a case through a detailed data collection which involves sources of information within the natural setting. Yan. So, ito yung result ng study, no? At nasa baba naman, yung explanation or rationale kung bakit case study yung article or research article na nakuha ninyo. Kung bakit siya case study. Explain nyo lang. Okay, so that's it. And of course, you have the post-test or yung sa assessment section. Ito yung post-test. Sagutan nyo rin ulit yan. And of course, tignan nyo kung tama yung mga sagot ninyo. Sa pre-test, yun yung kanina, yung nauna. And yung post-test, yung ito. So, ang strategy dito, wag nyo munang tignan yung sagot, no? Sagutan nyo muna, no? And i-check nyo or ipa-check nyo sa inyong mga home facilitators. Yan. Ipa-check nyo sa kanila. And of course, makikita nyo kung mayroon ba kayong natutunan. Kung mayroon kayong natutunan, ibig sabihin, mataas yung makukuha nyo sa post-test. Sa pre-test, wala pa kayong masyadong alam about the lesson. So, kung pwedeng i-guess nyo na lang yung mga pagsasagot ninyo. And after reading or studying the SLM, or after our online class, no, saka nyo sagutan yung post-test. Kung sakali man na dalawa, isa, tatlo, okay, wala kayong mga mali, ibig sabihin, natuto kayo or mayroon kayong natutunan doon sa SLM, doon sa lesson natin on this week. Okay, so yun lang po. And see you mamaya sa ating online class. Okay, wag muna kayong bibitiw sapagkat didiscuss ko muna kung paano gamitin ang Google Scholar. Okay, paano gamitin ang Google Scholar? So, i-type nyo lang sa inyong browser ang Google Scholar. And ang Google Scholar ay ginagamit para makapag-research po tayo ng iba't ibang books and of course research article or journals. I-click lang natin itong Google Scholar. And i-type natin yung gusto nating, for example, COVID-19 victims. Lagyan nyo ng plus. Ibig sabihin ng plus, additional information para sa inyong search. Phenomenology. Yan. Okay, so, phenomenological studies. Yan, so marami po dyan na lalabas, no? So, kayong bahalang pumili kung ano yung study na maganda dyan. Na, of course, phenomenological yung kinds ng study or yung methods or yung design na ginamit. Okay? So, nakikita nyo dito, pagka mayroong ganito, yan, ibig sabihin, available siya into a website, web page, HTML web page. Pagka PDF naman, available siya as PDF file. Pero pag wala, ang available lang is yung abstract ng study. Okay, so kayo na lang pong bahalang mag-discover on how to use this Google Scholar in, of course, getting articles or books online using Google Scholar. Okay, so actually marami pang mga parts diyan na or advanced na pwede nating pag-aralan pero sa next time na lang 'yon. So ganito muna. I hope class kabisado nyo na o makakabisado nyo kung paano gamitin itong Google Scholar. So i-click lang. For example, i-click ko ito. It's about the impact on students, no? I-click nyo lang 'yan. So magda-download na automatic yung, of course, yung study as PDF file o yung article.